I have my character in a nice leather jacket, aviators, got some gray hair going on there. This is like Tom Cruise, like in, I don't know, 10 years from now. 70 years old, Maverick. Alright, let's continue this mission. We have a lot of missions here. I still have a bunch of missions to do before I can take my CPL final certification test. But I need an extra 500 credits. Right now I only have 3,000 credits, which are right above me. I don't know if you guys can see it. But once I reach 3,500 credits, then I'll be able to get my commercial pilot license. And I need my commercial pilot license so I can make money. And once I get the commercial pilot license, then I'll be able to make money and buy new airplanes and buy new helicopters. And I'll be able to earn more money. It's a career mode is pretty extensive though. When it works, right? When there's no bugs and when it works, when the server doesn't kick you out, right? All of these things considered. I'm still on the Xbox Series X. Dolby Vision is turned on, and Dolby Vision looks pretty good here on my LG C2 OLED, which I have with me. Alright, just give me 1 second, guys. Just gotta do something here really quick. Okay. Now I was just plugging in my charger for my Quest 3, which is right over here. I have used people ask me about this. Yes, I have used the VR. It looks great, but again, you can't see much of a detail because the rendering right now in this game, it's not that good because the servers are not working properly and the rendering, it's not where it needs to be, so you don't get to see much of a detail, you know. And you will notice that right now when I'm playing this game, you will notice that the rendering, it's still not that great. It's not where it needs to be. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do the mission. I'm in Southern California. We already did this. Let's explore San Bernardino County. Let's do that. This will be a nice trip, I think. I'm still at the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. And you're probably asking why. Well, because I'm still at the PPL, private pilot license. I don't have a CPL, so I can't really purchase any other planes. I would love to purchase another plane. But that's the whole thing about the career mode. You start from the beginning and you work your way up. Let's just hope there's no bugs, right? There's my guy. Okay. All right, I also selected 1440p for you guys to watch. So if you are on the gaming desktop or a gaming laptop, select 1440p. I think you'll have a better detail. All right, let's look at our Cessna. Now you don't have to do this. This is just something that it's optional, but I like doing it. I like going around my plane and checking everything. Now also keep in mind the colors might look a little bit different. They might look a little bit bleak to you because I'm on a 1440p Dolby Vision. So for me, the colors look better on my TV. Unfortunately, there is no HDR streaming available through YouTube, so you cannot see the HDR, unfortunately. You can upload HDR on YouTube, but you cannot stream it. And the main reason is it would just take too much bandwidth for YouTube to allow that. Imagine how many millions of people would try to stream in HDR. And just think about the bandwidth that it would take. Remove pilot covers. I think we're missing one more. Right there. And we're good. All right, let's just make sure we got everything here. Skyhawk's pretty good. All right, let's request the boarding. In case you guys are wondering, why am I on the Xbox Series X version? Because of Dolby Vision. You know, yes, I can play this on the PC. Yes, I did. Yes, you can use the virtual reality headset. It's all great. Yes, I can connect this to my ultra wide screen, you know, uh, 3140 by 1080, 32 by 9 ratio, 50-inch ultra wide screen. And it looks great on the ultra wide screen. All of these uh, options are great on PC, but playing it on a C2 OLED with a Dolby Vision, OLED looks great as it is. Now, imagine having a great OLED TV like a C2, and then you add Dolby Vision uh, and Dolby Vision on this OLED TV. It just looks fantastic. I know you guys cannot see it. You're only seeing 1440p with very bleak colors, but that's because of the metadata and the tone mapping that's being implemented. And I can tell you the tone mapping on Dolby Vision on the Flight Simulator 24 looks fantastic, man. All right, just looks fantastic. You'll just have to take my word for it. It looks fantastic, and it looks even more fantastic with a Dolby Vision enabled on OLED TV. So that's one of the reasons why I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. All right, let's request the boarding.
David, I'm ready.
Yes.
Roger that.
Yes, I can play this on cloud, which I haven't tested yet, which I will, on my Oculus Quest 3 on a big giant screen. You can actually use the cloud from your Quest using the Xbox Cloud app from the Quest 3, and you can play this game. You can have it on a big giant screen using the using this, and it looks very immersive. But I haven't tested it yet, but I'm pretty sure it would look very immersive playing a game like this on a big giant screen. That'll be right in front of you, you know. But the only thing is, when you're playing on the cloud, remember the quality will be decreased. You won't get any Dolby Vision, HDR. So I think you're better off just playing it from your TV, you know, via your Xbox Series X if you have it. If you have Xbox Series X, I mean, if you want to play it on the cloud, you can. But it's like if you already have Xbox Series X connected to your OLED television with a Dolby Vision, might as well just play it natively from your console with a Dolby Vision. And that's what I'm doing because I want the best quality, you know. But hey, this is Xbox. You have choices, and I think that's the whole point of Microsoft is like, hey, if you want to play it on this, we're not here to judge. Go ahead and play it on this, you know. Or if you have an Amazon Fire TV stick, or if you have Samsung TV, go ahead, play it on a Samsung TV. As a matter of fact, on a Samsung TV, through the Xbox app, you can do 4K because they're using this upscaling technology that will synchronize that 4K with HDR and Dolby Vision. But Samsung doesn't support Dolby Vision, so you're only stuck with HDR10. So you cannot use Dolby Vision, which I don't understand why Samsung is not doing Dolby Vision. They're only strictly doing HDR10 and HDR10 Plus. Not sure what the reason is for that. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the televisions. For some reason, Dolby Vision and Samsung, they can't seem to work with each other. And I don't know what that reason is. Funny thing is, both LG and Samsung are from South Korea, but for some reason, LG has adopted Dolby Vision a long time ago, but Samsung, for some reason, it's not doing it. And for the life of me, I don't know why. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm on the LG right now. You know, and don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Samsung HDR10 or HDR10 Plus. I've seen it with their OLED Quantum TV, with a 77-inch OLED Quantum TV. As a matter of fact, my brother has a 77-inch Samsung Quantum OLED TV, and HDR10 looks fantastic, and so does the HDR10 Plus. But Dolby Vision would have looked even better on that TV if it was enabled, if they had Dolby Vision integrated, but they don't. And I don't know why, to be honest with you. I always wonder about that. Maybe I need to do better research to understand what the reasoning is between Samsung and Dolby Vision as to why they can't integrate Dolby Vision with Samsung. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I don't understand what the issue is between Dolby Laboratories and Samsung. And I haven't done my research on that, so I don't know. All right, let's go ahead. Let's continue. Enough of television talk. We have
like a perfect day for a stroll, isn't it? Your guest today is Michael. One of his colleagues came with him. He lives around and has been dreaming of exploring the region for a while. If the seat belts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Let's go, Captain.
All right, let's go.
Two-seven Charlie Alpha Traffic Cessna November 9er7274 is taxiing to runway 8.
Hi, Captain. I'm Michael. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Hey there, I'm Taylor. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
All right, Taylor. Well, I hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, so I think we have chatted enough about the television and televisions, Samsung and Dolby Vision. Let's go ahead. Let's take off. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. We're in San Bernardino County. It is so sunny here. Oh my God. You can feel the sun brightness beaming down, man. California. San Bernardino, man. What does it remind you of? Remind you of the Western movies. A bunch of Western movies have been filmed over here in San Bernardino County. Even though a majority of the movies, Western movies, has been filmed in Arizona, Nevada, Colorado, but parts of California, of course, has been filmed as well for Western movies. It feels like we're flying over somewhere in Red Dead Redemption. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I just oh my God. Am I gonna be able to get out of this? Oh my God. Okay, let's do this again, alright?
When do we start?
Okay, I gotta look from the outside, because we start right now. My apologies. I have to keep an eye on the road. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on a second. Let me just adjust. There we go. There we go. Is that better? Okay. Well, there you have it. Now you can see colors and everything. I had to adjust the Dolby Vision. For you guys, I'm using OBS, and through OBS I can adjust it. I can adjust my color correction and all that. Because I'm aware, you know, I'm streaming this and I'm aware you guys are watching this in 1440p. So I want you guys to have a good, you know, good quality. So I have to make a U-turn here. That's what this guy said. All right, here we go. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready? I know I am ready. So let's go. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go again on our own. It's the only road I ever known. Like a drifter, I've been roaming all alone. And I made up my mind. I won't be flying alone anytime. Well, we're not flying alone anytime, are
It's
we?
so satisfying feeling the plane lift off.
By the way, that was White Snake. And here I go again on my own. It's the only road I ever known. Like a drifter, I've been drifting all alone. And I made up my mind. I need to climb 4,000 feet. Why are we stalling?
The is shaking. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, this is not good.
This isn't a landing spot. Mind the mission,
What's with the
Captain.
turbulence? Should I be worried?
Oh my god. I'm not doing good, man. That's not good. But why can't I see?
I know we're off the ground, but it's not bad at all.
Look, it's the spot we used for team building last year. Do you remember?
Good old times.
500.
Will we see the office? Would be fun.
Yeah, would be quite a flight.
Hold on, let me adjust. I want to adjust. You know how I am. I'm a Mr. 4K upscaler, man. And if the video in 1440p is not satisfactory as I wanted it to be, I feel like I have to improvise. You know, it's just the way I am. Okay, now it's better. Now with a 1440p, you got much better detail. Yeah, this is better now, right? But trust me, it looks a million times better on my end with my Dolby Vision turned on.
You okay? Not scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
You see, it looks much better now. But remember, on my end, the quality, it's a million times better. Because on my end, I'm getting a proper Dolby Vision with OLED. So, proper Dolby Vision metadata. What you guys are getting, it's my color correction that I have implemented.
Relax, Michael. You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
Yeah, relax, Michael. So on my end, over here on the LG OLED C2, I'm getting a proper Dolby Vision metadata, which I have calibrated. Now think about it: C2 OLED with a proper Dolby Vision metadata that I have calibrated. Now you can just imagine how this looks on my end.
The rooftops of Apple Valley over there. Nice.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
Let me let's restart this mission again. Yeah. I think there's a glitch or something. We have to do this again. I think there was a glitch. You call this a glitch? Your temporary setback will cost us millions of dollars. Dick! Shut up, Dick. Perhaps it's time for a new, fresh perspective. Tell me about this RoboCop program. The old man at the OCP in the RoboCop movie.
Feels like the perfect day for a stroll, isn't it? Your guest today is Michael. One of his colleagues came with him. He lives around and has been dreaming of exploring the region for a while. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Let's go, Captain.
Well, let's go.
27 Charlie Alpha Traffic Cessna November 9er 7274 is taxiing to runway 8.
Oh, she's behind me now. Well, cool.
Hi, Captain. I'm Michael. Can't wait to be looking down at my hometown.
Hey there, I'm Taylor. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
Too bad that their mouth doesn't open. That would be nice if their mouth would open. And this is all AI voice, by the way. But it kind of sucks that they couldn't synchronize with AI voice for the mouth to open. You know, maybe they can do that with their next update. You know, hopefully. Because I would love to see their mouth open when they talk.
Special flight for me. I'm excited but also kinda anxious. Hope that's normal.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly normal. Don't worry. I need to use my Velocity 1 Velocity 1 yoke flight controller. Honestly, I need to install it. It will just be so much better. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong using a Xbox controller, which I am, but to be honest, you're better off with, you know, a more accurate flight setup. And I have you know, the flight controllers. I have a variety of different ones that I have collected in the past 4 years. I even have the Thrustmaster, you know, Boeing, I think it's a 787 Boeing controller as well. But the Velocity one by Turtle Beach it's a full complete package, and I think I would benefit from that greatly. All right, we're turning around. Here we go. Why is telling me to turn around?
It's so satisfying feeling the plane lift off.
What the hell?
Hey, it's shaking.
You know what? I'm not going to do this mission. I don't know what's going on, man. This mission is just... I think it's buggy. There's something wrong. Let's choose a different mission. Yeah, there's some bugs. I keep stalling for no reason, dude. Even though I have my flaps up and everything. But I just keep stalling. So let's go to the headquarters and... Let's choose a different mission. Like I said, the game is still in a buggy mess, and please keep that in mind when you're playing this. And I know a lot of you want to play this before, you know, Thanksgiving or during the Thanksgiving, during the holidays, but keep in mind right now it's a buggy mess. And I don't know how much fun are you going to have with this buggy mess at the moment. You see, let's see how long it takes to load to the headquarters. That's because it's constantly communicating with a server. That's one of the things, you know, this software, it's always communicating with a server. And especially now over the weekend, Saturday, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, over the weekend, you'll have even more people trying to, you know, log in and play this game. Alright, let's choose another mission. Let's see. I want to try this. Oh, but it's not available. Let's see. How about Beverly Hills? What is this? West Hollywood? A short flyover of Los Angeles for Elizabeth. Okay. All right, Mr. Tom Cruise. You know what to do. Oh, and I have to mention one of my paying members, MGD Omega. Thank you, MGD Omega, for making this possible. Again, if it wasn't for MGD Omega, I wouldn't be able to, bring you this Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So big thanks to MGD Omega. People ask, can you open the engine like this single prop? That's a good question. I know you can check the oil cover. You can check the oil. But can you look at the engine? Well, let's see. Can you? I'm not sure if you can. You can check the baggage door. You can check the rudder. You can move it. Move it up and down. Check the flap. Good. So if you were to ask me what is the one major difference that separates Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with 2024, and I know there's a lot of discussion about this among the flight sims on the YouTube. I've been watching different, flight sim YouTubers out there, and the pilots, and they all said the same thing. One of the major differences is the ability to land wherever you want to land and walk around and explore wherever you want to explore. Like if you want to show me where you live, show me your neighborhood, we can use a helicopter, fly over there and land at specific location where you live, and we can explore and check the place that you live at. Now, keep in mind, this is just the beginning. Just like when Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 came out in August of 2020, the things didn't look too good, right? There was a lot of issues, a lot of problems. But in past 4 years, look how much of updates, look how much Asobo has actually implemented with all their updates, and look just all of the improvements that Asobo has implemented. So I think we have to be patient with Asobo. Sure, there will be some more patch updates, but then in December they're going on holiday vacation and they won't be back till January. So when they come back in January, then we'll see them implement more updates, more features, and it will get better and better. But I think in about a couple of years, I think we'll see this game look photorealistic, man. I think in about 4 years, it'll be like photorealism, dude. It's going to get to that point where they will be able to do that through the data centers and updates and satellite imagery and synchronizing with the artificial intelligence, all that textures and ray tracing and advanced ray tracing and all of the high detail textures with high detail lighting. And I think they'll be able to synchronize all of that with the artificial intelligence, and we'll see photorealism. I think we'll get there eventually, but it'll take time. We're talking 2027, 2028, around there somewhere, but eventually this will become the most realistic flight simulator. Right now, it's in its early stages, so people need to understand. So it's hard for me to review. That's why it's difficult for me to review Microsoft Flight Simulator. Even in 2020, it was difficult to review because Flight Simulator, it's never a complete game. And I think Asobo has acknowledged this to us. So people need to understand this is never a complete package. This is a ongoing, evolving, update game that constantly becomes upgraded and polished up as they go through. So that's why I can review it, because we'll just have to wait and be patient, And I think a lot of people will understand that, that's the whole concept of this simulator. Anybody who knows Flight Simulator 2020 understands that this is one of those games, or excuse me, I don't even call it a game, I call it the software. It's one of the softwares that it evolves as it grows. And it'll only get better and better through time.
Susan, I'm ready. Roger that.
Oh, we got two ladies. Two ladies. Well, hello, ladies. My name is Mr. 4K. I will be your pilot today. I heard you guys want to see LA. Well, I will showcase the LA in the best way I can. All right, so I hope you all enjoy the flight. Here we go. This time I will try not to fail. Lately I've been failing as a pilot.
Cap, I'm sure you knew when you woke up this morning it was going to be a great day. Captain, please welcome aboard Elizabeth and her granddaughter. She's a good friend of the club team and living nearby, so it's a bit special to take her with you. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Captain, this is your show.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is going to be tough.
Hi. Thanks for taking us aboard. I'm Elizabeth. I'm thrilled to fly over Los Angeles with you. I used to live in the area when I was a kid, so this flight is like a trip back to my childhood, you know?
Hi. I'm Lauren, Elizabeth's relative. I can't believe we'll be up there in a few minutes. Can't wait.
Okay, that's great to know. I want to do this right. You know what I mean? Because I want to get a good score. We are going to be on a runway shortly. Oh no, I missed it.
Cessna November tree 478 altimeter. 29.902 departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway tree 0.
It's a bit scary, but still exciting. Mostly exciting.
Cleared for takeoff, runway tree 0 Cessna 478.
Here we go. Are you guys ready? All right. I hope everything goes smooth, and I hope you guys enjoy the flight.
478, continue for south departure.
We feel really safe. Susan was right. There's no sense of vertigo at all.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because LA looks pretty good from here.
Cessna 478, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Whiteman Tower Cessna November Tree 478 frequency change.
It's so quiet up here. So peaceful.
Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. A lot of turbulence.
Look down there. I believe that's the spot where your grandfather and I loved visiting when we were younger. Come on. Of course I remember. Quick! A photo!
Now that you're airborne, how do you like it? So far, so great, right?
Susan, it's awesome. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. And it's great to fly with our pilot.
I'll let you take it all in. We'll catch up afterwards.
Look, the Earth is unfolding before our eyes. I love it. Do you see the streets of Sherman Oaks over here? Awesome. It's amazing. I recognize everything down there.
I'm happy that they're happy. That means I'm doing my job.
going too fast. I expected flying to be more like meditation.
Stall.
Check this view, guys. Now look at my arm. Goosebumps.
Stall.
The view from up here is amazing.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Can we fly higher, Captain? We're too low to take good pictures.
Stall. 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 Stall.
All right, I hope
Stall. Stall.
he was satisfactory. I hope everything was satisfactory.
Even the light seems different up here. When we took off, I thought there should have been a drum roll or something.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Elizabeth? Ready for your next flight?
So cool. Thanks. Great time from start to finish. Thanks, Captain.
Well, you're welcome.
Stall. Stall.
Oh!
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Elizabeth? Ready for your next flight?
God.
So
I was going too
Whiteman
fast,
Tower,
I knew it.
Cessna, November. Tree 47 is 1 mile southeast, 1,400 feet with Yankee to land.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Cessna November Tree 478 Whiteman Tower. Altimeter 29.902, enter left. Traffic runway tree 0.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
this landing was savage. Is that the right word?
Cessna 478, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
What do you mean I was not cleared to land? What?
Cessna 478, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway. Cessna 478, you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
How was I not cleared to land? I don't get it. I acknowledged it.
Cessna 478, contact ground on 125.0.
125.0 for Cessna 478.
Like I said, it's still buggy. There's bugs in this game. It's one of those things you just have to deal with till they officially patch it up.
These locals weren't fully satisfied, but I know you'll dig deep and make the necessary improvements. No doubt about it.
Level 6. All right. As you can see, the game has bugs. It's not loading the textures properly. You see those chairs over there? The way they look, right? So you can see that the game still has issues and problems. And now the chairs have loaded up. Keep in mind, one of the biggest problems right now is the server. Because this game, it's always connected on a server. And everything gets rendered through their data center. And right now, as you know, there's a lot of people logged in and they want to play this. So there's millions of people trying to play this, especially now on a weekend, on Saturday, right? Especially, you know, here in America, United States of America, it's a holiday, national holiday pretty soon on Thursday. So this coming week, it's a Thanksgiving week, and majority of people will have, you know, probably the entire week off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this entire weekend and the week will be, you know, a lot of people taking time off from their work so they can spend time with their families, right? Holidays. And majority of them out there will try to log in to play this, and so the servers will be clogged up. And on top of the servers, you also have bugs. So what I'm trying to say to everybody is, right now, playing this game in its current state, in its current condition, it's mixed bag. Just like when Flight Simulator 2020 in August on PC in its current state and its current condition back in August of 2020 had issues and problems, and this is no different, obviously. So we'll just have to wait, be patient and wait, you know. You can play it, but just be aware that the experience is going to be a mixed bag. You just have to understand that. Let's see what other missions do we have. Let's do this. Laura McDonald wanted to create a magical day for her sister, so she planned a surprise flight to explore the scenic views that hold so many family memories. Okay, this should be nice.
Time to make someone's day, right, pilot? For today's flight, you're taking Laura, one of our friends, and her sister over to Hatchaby. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set. Let's go, Captain.
Okay.
Lima 904 traffic Cessna November 24177 is taxiing to runway 27.
So happy to be flying with you today, Captain. I'm Laura.
Hey, I'm Lisa, Laura's sister. Pleasure to meet you.
Well, thank you. Pleasure, it's all mine. Pleasure, it's all mine. You guys look very much alike, I have to say.
Are we going?
904 traffic Cessna November 24177, taking off runway 27, departing straight out.
Oh yeah, we're going. We are ready. And we are going. Give me a second here. Let me just adjust my color correction here. Like that. There we go. That looks great. All right. Are you guys ready? I know I am. Here we go.
expect it to be so overwhelming.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
After this, we'll do some helicopter flying. And we'll do some exploration. Flying with helicopter and exploring certain areas on foot, things like that.
Flying over a beloved region.
Sunset must make you feel on top of the world. Definitely need to book that someday. I see Kern County.
We've got a clear view of everything from here. I love it.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
You know that movie where the wizard flies around on a giant eagle?
This is like that. Except the wizard didn't wear a seatbelt.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Everything I see makes a great photo.
Stall. 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 Stall.
It's like seeing this place for the first time.
I think they were happy.
Stall.
Lima 904 traffic Cessna November 241774 miles. Northwest 4,900 feet inbound to land runway 27.
I have to say Xbox Series X is doing a pretty good job handling this game, rendering this game. To be honest with you, considering like how demanding this game is. Also, I think Xbox Series X is doing a great job handling the Stalker 2. I think Xbox Series X, it's very underrated, like in terms of what it can do. I don't think it gets enough credit, to be honest. Alright, so after this, we're not going to do any missions after this.
Back to reality, folks.
We're
Did you
going
enjoy
to
Laura? Ready for your next flight?
fly some helicopter.
I absolutely love the view flying over Tehachapi. Ready to head out again whenever you are.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
We're going to fly some helicopter next. Do some free flights, do some explorations and things like that. And we'll continue these missions some other time. I wish that you guys could see Dolby Vision on my LG C2 OLED. I know I'm using a color correction with 1440p. I'm trying to give you the best possible quality that I can. But this is pretty impressive for Xbox Series X. And Dolby Vision definitely adds to the flavor, especially when you add Dolby Vision with C2 OLED, you know. And that's what I'm using right now. And this is Xbox Series X, you know. Just want to make sure people know that. You have to take in consideration when you are watching something on YouTube, you have to take in consideration, you know, streaming, bitrate's constantly changing. So, you know, it's not the same as when you are watching something natively on your LG C2 OLED with a Dolby Vision metadata and excellent, you know, tone mapping that Dolby Vision has. Come on, don't screw it up, please. Don't you dare screw this up.
What's that weird jolt? Are we going down?
Oh!
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Laura? Ready for your next flight?
What a thrill! I absolutely love the view flying over Tehachapi. Ready to head out again whenever you are.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink.
Come on, come on.
Please don't do that again. This landing was terrifying.
Oh
Not
no.
in a good way.
Oh my god. They were not happy. Well, I don't blame them. You know, my landing wasn't really that satisfactory. Let's just finish this mission.
Our friend seemed a bit frustrated, but I know you'll dig deep and make the necessary improvements. No doubt about it.
Oh, man. Hey, at least I got some extra points. Better than nothing. They were terrified. They left in fear. Ooh, level 7. Okay. Okay, level 7. Let me look at my specifications. Not my specifications, specialization. Right, specialization. Let me see. Specialization is basically where you look at what you have achieved, your achievements, and based on those achievements, you'll be able to unlock different airplanes and things like that. All right, so level 7, okay. We're going to take a little break from the missions. Okay, Tom Cruise. And we're going to do some free flights. The question is, where are we going to do the free flights? First, let's see what we have. Vision Jet G2. Executive seating. Cirrus Vision Jet G2. But I want to use a helicopter. Okay. So where are we going? Let's see. I want to go to Aspen. You know, honestly, discover the go to the Aspen and set his departure, and then fly over here to the mountains. I want to land over here next to the lake. This lake over here. Like right here. I want to land right here. Set his arrival. And then we can kind of walk around a little bit. We can walk around and check the nature, you know. All right. So this is live weather. All right. Guys ready to go on this trip? How many of us is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, including me, that's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Lights on. Okay. Perfect. go. Okay. You know, flying a helicopter is not as easy as people think. From what I understand, it's very sensitive and a lot of precision needs to be implemented. So what am I doing here? I want to go to these mountains over there. I want to explore. This is Colorado, and I want to explore. I want to see the wildlife, you know, the nature. So we're going on a little adventure here. A little adventure. I think you guys will enjoy it. Hey guys, I just look at my OBS chat popped out. Hey, what's up, Jose? That color correction, night and day difference. Yes. Hey, Shuki, what's up, man? I keep forgetting to refresh my my OBS chat. It needs to be refreshed. I need to remind myself to refresh the OBS chat. And this is what happens when I don't use my browser. You see, normally I would use my browser, but today I decided, let me use my OBS so I can only have my second window on the monitor, not my third monitor. I have like 3 monitors, and normally on a third monitor I look at the OBS. I'm not the OBS, the browser. I look at the browser, but today I didn't look at the browser. I'm only like looking at my OBS, but then I forgot to refresh. See, that's the thing about the OBS, you have to refresh. For some reason, my OBS constantly needs, the chat needs to be refreshed. Now I gotta read all of this, see what you guys wrote. Jose, well, that's okay, Jose, man. You can always watch on demand, and you can watch me from work from time to time when you have chance, you know. But yes, color correction, it's the key here, obviously. And you know me, I'm a upscaler, man. When it comes to televisions and calibrating, I'm your guy. I am your man. But trust me, Dolby Vision metadata, and it's one of the reasons why I prefer to use the Xbox version, because of Dolby Vision. You know, this looks in Dolby Vision just phenomenal, you know. Oh, I see Shuki says he's getting a PlayStation VR 2. Oh my God. With a PS5 Pro. Listen, Gran Turismo 7, I can't wait, man. Once you experience Gran Turismo 7 in VR, PlayStation VR 2, you'll forget about your monitor. You'll say, I don't even care about this monitor, this ultra-wide monitor. It's really that good. you will say, I don't even care. About this monitor, because what you are going to experience on your Gran Turismo 7 PlayStation VR 2, especially with the help of PS5 Pro, you know, trust me, man, I can't wait for you to see it. Need to experience it. When you experience it, I mean, you will have a difficult time putting it down. Trust me. It'll be so addictive because you're like, man, I don't want to play Gran Turismo any other way than this way. This is the way this should be played. And your jaws will be dropped. And you'll be super excited to tell me about it. I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait to try it, for you to try it. You know, it's like popping your cherry, man. It's like you're a virgin right now. So you're a virgin when it comes to VR, PlayStation VR, and Gran Turismo. So you're gonna pop your cherry once you experience it, and then you're gonna be like, wow, I want to feel this every single time. So I can't wait, man. Now you have the best of the both worlds. You have the PS5 Pro and the PlayStation VR 2. So you will have the best VR, PlayStation VR 2 experience, man. Keep in mind, it also has a high dynamic range. Not only are you getting the OLED on that screen, but you're also getting 110 field of view degree. And on top of that, you are getting a HDR with OLED. So with the help of PS5 Pro rendering to give you that sharper detailed image with ray tracing, and on top of that you'll get HDR brightness on that OLED screen, and haptic feedback. You're going to feel the haptic feedback, eye tracking, all of that. So I mean, you're in for a ride, man. You are in for a ride. A very nice ride. So I can't wait for you to check it out. All right, guys, we're going into wilderness. Grizzly bears, mountain lions, wolves. Oh God, Sasquatches. Are there Sasquatches in Colorado? Of course. Of course. Of course they are. It will be a bumpy ride, so everybody just chill. I like how this game renders everything a little bit better as you get closer. Like when you get closer to the ground, it starts rendering a little bit better. So, but this all depends on your internet, obviously. That's good, man. You took the advantage of the Black Friday deal. That's awesome. Man, I know you love racing cars, and I'm telling you right now, man, once you get your PSVR 2, once you set it up, once you start driving Gran Turismo 7. It will be very addictive. You will have a hard time putting it down, trust me. For me, you know, I'm a veteran when it comes to VR, so but even to this day, even for me, like I look at Gran Turismo, like not too long ago I was doing some Gran Turismo 7 VR, and I kept saying to everybody, I wish you could see what I'm seeing. I wish you could experience what I'm experiencing. And what I told you, Shuki, is what I told everybody. I could make millions of videos regarding VR and talk about the VR and how great it is and all this other stuff. Until you actually try it, until you actually put the VR headset on your head, that is the only way. It's honestly the only way. Like, you have to experience things for yourself. Talking about it, making videos about it, it's just giving you some idea. And that's all you're getting, is just some idea. But to truly appreciate that experience is you have to experience it yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're in the wilderness right now. Oh, this looks really amazing. Oh my god. When the internet is good, when the servers are connected, this game looks amazing, dude. Then you truly appreciate, oh, this is truly next gen, you know? Like, but this will only get better. We just have to give some time, you know, to Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. We have to give it some time. To Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. We have to give them time to patch everything up and update everything. And you'll see how good this will look. As I said earlier, Shuki, it is difficult for me to make a review about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, or as I like to call it, just Flight Simulator 24, because this is not a finished product. This is something that they are always working on. This is what people seem to... There's a misconception about Flight Simulator 24. The misconception is that this is a finished product. That's not how it works. We're going to land over here. Okay. There's Sasquatches here. That's why we landed here. We landed here for a reason. Alright, so I'm going to exit to see if there's any Sasquatches here. Oh, for sure, dude. There's Sasquatches here. Grizzly bears, mountain lions. I mean, there's so many things here. I'll be back. Here we go. We're a little bit further away. We can set up a camp here. And this is what I was talking about. You know, let's say we do a multiplayer and we do a party chat, and you have some of your friends land on the same spot where you landed, and you can come up here, you can have a little campfire, set up a campfire, set up a tent, and sit around here and have a conversation, have a little podcast, talk about the Sasquatches, aliens, and, you know, enjoy the nature. And you could do this in VR. In VR, this is even better. I think this is one of the aspects of this game that is going to make it intriguing and fun once more and more people start doing this, you know. And of course, you know, this will only get better as more photorealistic rendering with AI becomes available. And keep in mind, this is all accurate. This is an accurate location. This spot that I'm in right now, it's exactly the spot where you could go to in Colorado. This is in Colorado, and you could be here in this exact same location. So this is the aspect of Flight Simulator 24 that I've been talking about, you know, and I think this is what excites me about Flight Simulator 24. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, if you want to show me, you tell me where your house is in Pittsburgh. Tell me your neighborhood. Well, you don't have to give me your exact location for privacy reasons, obviously, because we're on a public chat here, and we're on the internet live streaming, and you don't know who's watching. Maybe some lunatic that lives in Pittsburgh, and you give him the coordination to your address, so you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So you want to be careful, because some lunatic that might be living nearby in your neighborhood, oh, that's a Shuki's house? Okay. And the guy's out there, sharpening his knife. He's sharpening his knife. Like that guy in, you know what I mean? That guy played by Brian Thompson in Cobra. You ever seen Cobra? The night slasher? Even I have rights, pig. And he's sharpening his knife, We are the future. Only the strongest survive. So yeah, you want to be careful, man. All kinds of lunatics, all kinds of maniacs out there, But yeah, you could actually, not publicly, but privately, you could show me where you are, and we could fly there together offline. Not when we're live streaming, but when we're not live streaming, you can show me where you are. And I could land right next to your backyard, and we could have a little party chat. We can set up a tent with a campfire, and we can have a party chat. We can talk. Oh, you got 1 acre. I didn't know that. Oh, that's nice, man. You got 1 acre. Oh, there you go. Well, I could easily land with this helicopter. So this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was referring to when I was talking about Flight Simulator 24. This is one of the cool aspects of this game, is that you can land wherever you want to land. And these are not some bogus locations. This is all accurate rendering from the satellite, synchronized with an AI, scanned with an AI through satellite, and everything gets rendered exactly as it should be. And it will only get better and better. Like that mountain over there, like this location right here, this is accurate. The way the sun is positioned, the way the sunset it's going down, this is all accurate. If I was to be here in real life on this real location, this is exactly what I would see. And I think this is what makes Flight Simulator 24 stand out versus the 2020. Not to mention all the missions that you have through your career mode. And you can also look at yourself. You look at your jacket, you can look at your ding dong, maybe somebody out there will put a mod where you could, have some romance, in the woods. You know what I mean? I can see all kinds of stuff happening here with this. Now, I don't want to wander too much far off, because it's getting dark and I need to get back to my chopper. Otherwise, I'll get lost. And I don't want to get lost, But this looks pretty good, man. This is like Skyrim. Dude, it looks pretty good. So when people ask me, when will I review this game? It's hard to review something like this. because it's always being upgraded, it's always being worked on, it's always being it's evolving, you know. Same thing with the Flight Simulator 2020. So you can't review something that is not a finished product, that's ongoing, evolving. Dude, did I get lost? Thank God for GPS. Hold on. Did I get lost? Jeez. What is FCA? What is this? Oh my God, I got lost. Jeez. Have you ever seen the movie Cobra? Played by Brian Thompson. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, Cobra, dude. Dude, I'm lost. Uh-oh. And yes, there's animals. There's grizzly bears. You can see animals, man. Deers. I mean, it's so true. You never know, man. That's why you want to be careful not to showcase your current location, because some night slasher creep out there might be sharpening his knife, you know, and looking at the stream, and he's like, "I know where you live, Shuka." And he's sharpening his knife, you know. I mean, all kinds of maniacs out there, bro. All kinds of creeps. This world is filled with creeps, man. Brian Thompson played that guy so well, dude. You know, and he has that condition, you know, where he can't grow any fat on his face, so he's always having a tight skin. He has that condition, so that's why his cheekbones are sticking out. A lot of people are wondering, why does he has that? And I think that's what makes him scary. And he does kind of look scary, but he's also a sweetheart, dude. Like, he's like the nicest guy. Listen, Brian Thompson is like the nicest guy ever. I think he lives in Oregon, I think. Originally, he's from Washington State. He was raised in Washington State, but he lives now in Oregon. And he's like the nicest guy ever, dude. Like, the nicest dude. Brian Thompson is like the nicest guy ever. Even though he played all these villains, the reason he got offered the villain roles is because of Cobra. You know, and ever since Cobra, everybody, the night slasher Cobra, thanks to Sylvester Stallone, because Sylvester Stallone vouched for him. It's like, yeah, this is the guy I want. I want this guy. And ever since Cobra, dude, he was in so many movies. He was in Lionheart with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was in Dragonheart with Dennis Quaid. I mean, so many movies, man. He was in the X-Files, especially in the X-Files. So Brian Thompson, man, if you look at his IMDb, he's a pretty known actor throughout 80s and 90s and even early 2000s. And he played a lot of, you know, roles, but he also played the bad guys, villains, because of the way he looks, you know, and it just fits the profile for him to play the villain, and he plays the villain perfectly, and he's good at it. But he's the nicest dude ever, man. You know, when you look at him, you're thinking, oh my God, knife slasher. Is he gonna pull up a knife and tell me, even I have rights, pig? Yeah. And but he's like the nicest guy. He's the nicest guy. Dude, I'm lost. He does. You know what's funny? And he talked about this. His very first movie prior to Cobra, thanks to James Cameron, his very first movie was with Bill Paxton. They played a couple of punks. Remember in that observatory in L.A., that observatory in the beginning of the Terminator, when Arnold Schwarzenegger goes out naked as a Terminator, he's walking around, and then there's these two punks, right? You got Bill Paxton with a spiky hair, and you got this other guy with the blonde hair. That's Brian Thompson, Bill Paxton, dude, right? That's them, those two. Yeah, and that's him. So he worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And they do have some similarities. The only difference is Arnold is much bigger, stronger. Now, Brian Thompson, sure, he's built, he's ripped, you know, but Arnold is the muscle, you know. They kind of look like they could be brothers, bro. I always thought that they were like brothers. Honestly, when I was like younger, when I was growing up, I always thought, are they brothers? Are they like related from Austria or something? And then I find out, no. That's Brian Thompson. He's from Washington State. That's the guy from Austria. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then I realized, okay. But when I first saw the movies, I thought, is these related? Are they like cousins or something? But then I look at his name, Brian Thompson. I was like, no way, dude. That's you know, it's an American, Native American name, Brian Thompson. And but the reason he has that, you know, his cheeks are coming out, it's because he has that condition. He cannot grow any fat on his skin, so he's always losing. Like, his skin is always tight. It's tightening up. Even look at me, even my cheeks are coming out if it's tight. So he doesn't have any fat on his face. It's a condition. I forgot he mentioned that. I forgot what's the condition called. I don't know. It's a medical term, but he has that condition, and that's why, you know, his cheekbones, you know, looks like that. It's because of, you know, that condition that he has. Looks like I'm lost, guys. You see? Don't go into the woods by yourself. You see how quickly, and then people wonder how people get lost. Well, I just gave you one example. This is like a simulator now for getting lost. Now you know how easy it is to get lost. So you want to go out there in Colorado, Rocky Mountains, you want to go out there by yourself. You don't know what you're doing. You want to go to British Columbia, you want to go out there, and this is why people get missing. This is why they get missing. Because it's so easy to get lost. It's not the aliens, it's not the Sasquatches, it's people just being idiots. They don't have any, you know, knowledge on hiking and following the trail. They don't educate themselves on what to do when you are out there in the wilderness, how to find your way back home, and how to make a compass, and how to orient yourself. And this is why they get lost. And see how easy it is to get lost? So I'm looking at the sun. So this is west. So this is west. This is south. This is north, and this is east. So I gotta go east. You see? And it's so true. I mean, I know people are laughing, but no, there's not a laughing matter, man. People get lost and they, they die of hypothermia, or the animal gets them, or they fall down, break their necks or something, and they ended up, dying. And then, search and rescue after a couple of weeks or a month or 2 months, they finally find the body. But it's no laughing matter, you can easily get lost in the woods, man. I've spoken to some park rangers, and they all say the same thing, man. If you have no experience, do not go. Make sure you go with someone who's experienced, who understands the area, who understands the trail around the area, who has a lot of experience, 40 years or 50 years or 60 years of experience. You do not want to go in there by yourself. Don't ever go camping by yourself, because you will get lost. All right, here we go. See, I knew how to orient myself. I look at the sun, so I knew that the sun's setting down to the west, and I parked my helicopter at the east. So I already knew, okay, the sun's setting to the west, that's the north, that's the south, and I parked my chopper on east. So I knew I needed to go east. But you see how easy it is to get lost. All right, we better get going, because it's gonna get dark soon. Hey, Ellie, you think I let you do this on your own? All right, let's go. You do not want to get lost here, dude. You see how difficult it is for search and rescue to find you? Oh, at night, it's even worse. Forget it. At night, forget it. You have to wait till the morning. And you pray and hope that nothing eats you till the morning. Because you got grizzlies, you got packs of wolves, you got mountain lions. You know what I mean? Well, you live in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of national forest over there, right? Shuki. So you know. You've been there, man. But this is Colorado, man. Imagine Colorado, right? Rocky Mountains. You know what I mean? Especially now during the winter, right? We're almost in winter. And this time of the year in Colorado, it is winter, pretty much. Alright, we're going to land over here a little bit and just enjoy the scenery. We're going to land over here. Enjoy the scenery a little bit. We're going to land right over here. Well, you guys have hills, mainly hills. But if you go, you know, upstate New York, like Adirondack area, then you got a lot of mountains, obviously. Because upstate New York, it's in border with Canada. So you're pretty much like, you're talking Canada. When you're talking Adirondack, right? Because I used to live in upstate Adirondack. Dude, it's like you're pretty much in Canada. You're really not that far from Canada. And over there you see a lot of mountains, you know, especially in Adirondack area. Oh, Colorado, forget it, man. If you go to Colorado Springs, if you go to Aspen, oh dude, Colorado Springs, Aspen. They're hills, honestly, they're hills. Pretty big hills, but not mountains. I have to try this in VR again. See, I never done like VR where I'm like walking around. I think VR, this will be perfect for VR. To walk around on a VR headset. I think this is where people will have fun. Honestly, this holiday season, I think this is where I think people will spend most of the time walking around, checking out the areas, than just flying, as a matter of fact. I think more people will just do this and just like explore. But what's so cool and unique about this is that you could set up a tent, a camp here, and just put on a VR headset and have a little party chat, right? set up a little campfire, a tent, and like whatever. 6 of you can sit here and spend the evening just here, enjoying this. Take some photos. You can take a photo. There you go. There it is. And this is what I was talking about. You know, I've been telling everybody, to me, this is what makes Flight Simulator 24 so different. This is the one cool aspect about Flight Sim 24 that 2020 doesn't have. And I think people will really enjoy this. Once they start playing this game, once they, you know, really deep dive into this simulator, then they'll start appreciating it more and more and more. Especially over the winter or the winter break, you know, over the holiday season. I think more and more people will discover this and they'll realize, man, this is actually kind of cool. You can explore the entire planet just by doing this, you know. And you can do it together in a party chat, in a Discord chat. Put on the VR headset, right? Put on the VR headset and you're good to go. And I think this is one aspect of Flight Sim 24 that everyone will talk about and enjoy. On top of the missions, and there's so many missions, so there's plenty to do on Flight Sim 24, you know. But people have to remember, this is not a final product, and it's difficult to review something that it's always evolving, that it's always being updated, that it's always being upgraded, you know, and it's always going to look better and better and better, and we'll have more features. Yes, there's animals here. They have animals, Shuki. They have grizzly bears, they have wolves, they have cows, they have horses, they have deers, mooses, mountain lions. Yeah, they have them. They also have tornadoes, but the only time you can see a tornado if tornado really happens, and you can see a tornado form up and spin. So yeah, all of these things will become even more interesting once they implement all of these features, once they update and upgrade all of these features. And I think next year summer, I think we'll see so many updates, so many features implemented, and I think people will talk about this game even more. Right now it's a bumpy start, you know. Like, look, I talked about this. I said, even last week, I said everybody needs to understand, don't expect this to be smooth on the release, because it's not a finished product. It is always being updated. It is always being integrated with something newer and fresher, with the new patches, with new updates, with new rendering, with new textures, etc., etc. So, but I think overall the experience will be amazing next year and the year after VR. But speaking of VR, I can't wait for you to enjoy the Gran Turismo 7, man. I really can't wait for you to really put on that PlayStation VR 2 headset and enjoy Gran Turismo 7. I think you will fall in love, man. You will be mesmerized and blown away by the sheer level of detail, that Gran Turismo 7 has, especially with the PlayStation 5 Pro and the enhancements. There's a new patch update for the PS5 Pro Enhance that was released for November. recently. This November, I think it was November 19th or something like that. And it's looking even better and better and better. I can't wait for you to really enjoy it. You know, you're going to get the best version of that Gran Turismo 7 in VR, and man, can't wait. I'm so excited for you. Listen, man, I'm so excited for you. Your excitement, man, you'll see, bro. Christmas came in early. You will have a nice Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and you will enjoy. Me and you gotta drive together sometimes. You know, I have a Gran Turismo 7. You have a Gran Turismo. We need to like go in a multiplayer and drive around a little bit. You know? Yeah, they added. You know what? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. I might jump into Gran Turismo 7 tomorrow and you know, see what's new and check out some new cars and maybe drive with you together and, you know, go to some tracks. They got a bunch of tracks we can go to and we can drive together as a private lobby. We can create a private lobby so no one will bother us, you know. No one will screw up with our experience. I can invite you to a private lobby and you can join me. That's the beauty about the Gran Turismo, is that they give you that option to create a private lobby, so that way you're not being bothered by some trolls or some clowns or some circus, you know, and you could just have a good time and enjoy yourself. So we could do that maybe tomorrow, man, and just drive around and have a good time. Oh, we don't have to do it tomorrow. We can do it Monday. We could do it on whenever you feel like it, man. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. It could be after Thanksgiving, you know, when you feed your belly and the belly's fed. Maybe we could do it Thanksgiving. We could do it whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you feel like it. No pressure. No pressure, man. I still want to, you know, maybe tomorrow I need to go back to you know, I'm having this really strange fetish with this game called Stalker 2. It's like a love and hate relationship, right? It's intriguing because I want to explore the world, because it's a huge world. It's 150 gigabytes, and I find out that there's so much more to do. There's so much more to explore in Stalker 2, and there's so many customizations you can do with your weapons and equipment, and there's a lot of looting, and you gotta loot. You gotta take your time to loot, to explore, to prepare. You have to prepare before you go out to wander around, you know, in the zones. So there's still a lot more for me to do on Stalker 2. But there's parts of Stalker 2 that also bothers me. Like I said, there's no character development. There is no females in the game, which is just kind of bizarre to me. You know, because you look at all these post-apocalyptic games, there's always females. I mean, even during the Stone Ages, there's females. It's like they don't have females here, so it's just kind of bothers me a little bit, you know, like, because I don't understand the explanation behind it, and when something is not explained to me, it kind of bothers me, you know. So I'm having kind of like a love and hate relationship with Stalker 2. I'm not in love with the game, but I also don't hate the game. I'm just like having like a what's the word? I'm conflicted with this game. I have confliction. Confliction is love and hate relationship. Oh, tomorrow's a Shuki day. Oh, listen. I'll tell you what. I have it. I have a Shuki tomorrow for you. It's a Shuki day. I'll play Little Kitty Big City for Shuki tomorrow. How about that? Yeah? No, we have to do. Well, actually, I'm glad you're letting me know, man. Thanks for reminding me, because for those of you who don't know, Shuki, obviously, it's not his real name. Gordeski, that's his name. But Shuki was this cat that he had, the black cat, and he passed away on November 24th. So tomorrow is the anniversary, and in honor of Shuki, we're going to play Little Kitty Big City. Yeah. So we're going to play a Little Kitty Big City. As you can see, I already have the game. So a Little Kitty Big City tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Little Kitty Big City in honor of Shuki. Of course. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do it for Shuki. He's in heaven, and we're going to play this. We'll have some fun. I'll play as John Wick in the John Wick voice, and Little Kitty Big City, Shuki will be Shuki. And I'm going to guide Shuki as John Wick voice, kind of like Keanu Reeves guiding the V in the Cyberpunk. You know how Keanu played Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, where he was inside of V, and he was always in the V's mind. So I'm going to be in Shuki's mind, and I'm going to guide Shuki where to go as John Wick voice, It feels kind of weird that I'm not in John Wick voice all the time. People say to me, someone asked me the other night, like, doesn't your voice hurt that you're always in character, and when you're off the character? Not really. Because it comes natural to me. I don't have to force it. A lot of people, when they are doing a voiceover, they have to force it. You see, I don't have to force it. I can switch it off and on. So that's why it's easy for me to stay in character. It's something that takes a long time to master. But I've been doing this for a long time. Since I was a little kid, I was always mimicking voices. So it's not something new for me. But if you've never done it, it will be hard. It will feel very weird. Because you have to laugh just like John Wick laughs, or if he laughs at all. You have to move like he moves. You have to do the movements and everything and all. So you kind of have to embody the entire persona of the character. Remember, you're embodying the character persona. A lot of people say, well, why does he talk within himself? Well, that's the character of John Wick. He's very into himself, a man of few words, and even Keanu himself, the way he talks, it's kind of within few words. When he told Drew Barrymore, when he was doing an interview, he said to her, if you're not a fighter, then you cannot be a lover. How can you be a lover if you're not a fighter? Then what are you fighting for? Right? So it's like he always has that, that soothing, smooth voice, that soothing, smooth energy. And I know women just go crazy. They're just, I know they go crazy over it. I ask females, I said, I'm not Keanu, right? I said, but in John Wick voice, I said, I'm not Keanu. Says, I know, but your avatar and your voice. I said, yeah, but I'm not him. I'm John Wick, the character. I know, but it's your voice. I said, okay. there's something about his voice, and I think that's what it is. Well, also the way he looks. It's just the way he looks, and his voice, and then his persona, and just women just go. Women are crazy about Keanu, man. Listen, Keanu could have any woman on this planet. I mean, any. If he wanted to. If he truly wanted to, but he's not about that. He already has a girlfriend. Her name is Alexandria, you know. And but if he really wanted to, like, I'm serious. Like, Keanu could be the biggest stud, the biggest playboy of all time. He could make Hugh Hefner look like a, you know, an amateur. Like, because I've done experiment with this Keanu Reeves avatar, John Wick, and The Voice, and dude, it is Shuki. It is amazing how crazy women are, man. About him, his persona, his voice, and I'm like, damn. Even I'm jealous of Keanu. I was like, holy shit, because I know I'm not like him. I wish I could be like him, but even I was like, holy shit, man. Like, but he's a modest guy. See, that's the thing about Keanu. He's modest. He's not bragging. You know, he knows who he is, right? And he knows how much he's worth it. But at the same time, he's a very humble dude. And I think that's why a lot of people like him, because of his modesty and being humble. He doesn't brag about, who I know judo, or I know how to do the CQC, close quarters combat, or I know how to reload and load a certain way, and reload and load a shotgun, and I know how to do a 3-gun game very quick and fast, and in about 5 minutes I can shoot my targets super quick, super fast. 3-gun game. 3-gun game, it's a shotgun, firearm, and an assault rifle. And he's really good. He's really fast. He's also good at judo, taekwondo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But he doesn't brag about it. Even though he can just whoop your ass. Like, the guy is very lethal. Like, if Keanu legitimately wanted to take you out, he could legitimately take you out. But he's a very modest guy. He's a down-to-earth guy. He doesn't brag about his skills and what he knows and what he can do. Even Chad Stahelski and Joe Rogan talked about it. He's legitimately a badass. He could really take you out if he wanted to. No problem. With a knife, gun game, close quarters, you pull a knife on him, he'll take it out. You pull a gun on him, close quarters, he'll take it out. He'll do a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He'll spin you around. He'll put you in a chokehold. He knows judo as well. So he's legitimately a badass. But he's a very down-to-earth, like, chill guy. He just wants to ride his bike, his motorcycle bike, and just enjoy life, man. He's very modest. And I think that's why so many people are, like magnet, drawn to him. And that's why so many women are just getting their panties wet just thinking about him. And I think with this experiment that I was doing with John Wick Returns in Horizon World, I think I have noticed that. I have realized, oh my God, I think I know why they like him so much. But me, I'm nothing like Keanu. Yo, have you seen me when I get angry? Have you seen me when I lose my cool? I'm more like Ray Liotta on steroids, you know. I'm like that character from, honestly, you ever seen the movie Narc with Ray Liotta? That's me. Like, when Ray Liotta gets angry, that's me, dude. I'm more like Ray Liotta getting angry, dude. That's really me. Like, if you look at, like, because I lose my cool sometimes, I can easily get pissed off. I'm totally opposite. And the best way to describe me, it's like that character that Ray Liotta, may he rest in peace, he played in a movie called Narc. And if you've never seen the Narc movie, go watch Narc. And if you want to see what Mr. 4K is like in real life, go watch Narc. Anyway, so we're doing Little Kitty, Big City tomorrow to honor Shuki, to honor him, to honor Shuki. And it's getting dark. We better get back to our chopper. We better get back to our chopper. What's the matter? Come on, get over there. Dylan. What's the matter with you, Dylan? It is a time for us to get to the chopper. If we don't get to the chopper now, there won't be nobody else to go to the chopper. Come on. You bastard. Run, you bastard. The chopper is there. I know. I can't believe he passed away. And it's kind of strange how he passed away, dude. In his sleep. I mean, look. I can think of way worse ways to die. If you could die in your sleep, man, in a nice, comfortable bed, that's a good way to go out. And look, I know how this sounds, but hey, there's so many other ways you can go out in excruciating pain. All right? So the way I look at it is this way. He went out peacefully while he was asleep in peace at bed, sleeping on a nice bed. So, you know what I mean? And I know how this sounds, you know. I get it, you know. I wish that he didn't pass away. I wish that he was still with us. He did that one last movie called Cocaine Bear. But all I'm saying is there's far worse ways you can die, man. You know. Yeah, in your sleep, honestly, is the best. The best gift that the God can give you is to go peacefully in your bed, man. I mean, one hopes and wishes that that's how we all go out, right, in our bed, right, peacefully, right. Kept you waiting, huh? Oh, she's giving me that dirty look. She wasn't happy that I spent too much time over there. All right, well, let's continue. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Little Kitty Big City Shuki Day. It's going to be fun. Yo, did a bird just took a shit? Oh, dude, it did. a bird took a shit on my window. That's a good luck, dude. Come on. It's getting dark. I need to get back home. Sometimes this game looks so realistic that you almost forget that you are playing a video game. Man, this looks beautiful. And this is exactly what you would see if you were here in Colorado. This is exactly the weather in real time, the way the sun is setting down for a sunset, right? I think what it's a 3 hour it's a 2 hour difference, right? Or is it 3 hours or 2 hours difference? 2 hours difference, right? So in Colorado, is it 3 hours or 2 hours? I think it's 2 hours. Anyway, I think it's a mountain time, 2 hours. And So for them, it's a 2 hours difference. Over there is what, like 3:50. So it's sun, it's setting down, and I think sunset it's at what, 5 o'clock? Yeah. Here it's already dark. So over there, the sunset will be at 5 o'clock. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, because some developers have been thinking about doing that. They've been thinking about maybe creating something like that, you know, where you can go anywhere you want to go, like an open world racing. Drive wherever you want to drive, exit wherever you want to exit. They've been talking about that. Some developers have been talking about that. I'm not sure which developers, but they've been looking at it. It's a pricey project. It's expensive, but you know, maybe Microsoft will be the one to do that. You know, call it a driving simulator, driving world simulator or something. Yeah, driving world simulator. I think that'd be great. Right? Way better than Test Drive Unlimited. Oh God, let's not even mention that. Don't even mention that name. Don't even dare mention Test Drive Unlimited. Oh, by the way, if you live in Canada and you want to play with somebody in France, that is not possible. I will never forget that. When he said that, that was it. I was like, all right, I'm done with this game. When you're telling me that, and you making a game that it's a MMO, and you telling me that I can't play with somebody in France and Canada, that's it, man. It's over. Like, you already told me everything I need to know. That was one of the worst developer diaries I've ever seen. Oh my God, man. I think I made a video where I said it's hard to watch. The excuses that they're making, oh my God. Their advanced state-of-the-art AI. If that's the advanced state-of-the-art AI, then that's a good news. That means we're in good hands. That means we don't have to worry about the AI taking over, all right? That's a good news. But no, that's just them sucking at implementing the AI. Look at the sunset. Oh my God. Look at this sunset, man. just in time for sunset. We're gonna land at the Stevens airport just in time for sunset. Because in Colorado, I believe it's almost 4 o'clock. So there's maybe 1 hour left in Colorado for the sunset to set down and bring the darkness, cold darkness, with the cold temperatures. I've been doing so much practice now with this helicopter that I understand this helicopter really good. Safely brought back home. Well, there you have it. There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I hope everything was satisfactory. You know, I hope it was all satisfactory. I think my bit rate's too high on my stream. I'll have to change it. Bring it down to yeah. There we go. See, that's better. That's much better. There we go. That's even better. I'm just fixing my bit rate. keeping my bitrate at 7300 and maximum bitrate is 7400. So 7300 kilobytes per second, and then 7400 kilobytes per second maximum. So my bitrate is 7350 kilobytes per second, and maximum bitrate 7450 kilobytes per second max bitrate. And we want to put it to a medium quality. Yeah. There we go. That's even better. Because, you know, the idea is to have a decent stream, you know, with a balanced quality, especially at the 1440p. All right, guys. Well, I have to go and eat my dinner. And tomorrow we're doing shuki. We're doing anniversary of Shuki, so we're going to play a little kitty big city for Shuki, and it's going to be fun and exciting stream. It's a cute game, man. It's, you know, you control Shuki, and you know he needs to find his way home or something. I don't know. And there's cool other characters in the game. Yeah. Cool game. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. As far as the Stalker 2, you know, like I said, I'm having like a love and hate relationship with that game. My biggest problem with the game is, you know, trying to understand it. Like, what is my purpose here? What am I doing here? Even though I know there's so much to explore, but then what are you exploring? You're seeing the same dudes. I'm getting tired of looking at the same dudes that look alike, you know. You want to see some interesting characters, some interesting monsters. You want to see a story develop somewhere, you know. And I feel that's the weakest part of Stalker 2 is just there's no character development. There's really no intriguing story, and the characters are just bunch of swinging dicks dudes, you know. Bunch of swinging dicks dudes, and that's not what I'm looking for, you know. So it's kind of like I'm conflicted with the game. It's like a love and hate relationship that I have with the game, you know. All right, Shuki, well, thank you for being here. Tomorrow is your big day for Little Kitty Big City. I hope everyone has a amazing Saturday night. It'll be a cold Saturday night, but that's okay because we're in the holiday season. Okay, the winter is just around the corner. And as far as the flight simulator, look, as I already have mentioned, Flight Simulator 24, just like 2020, in the beginning, you know, it doesn't look that good in the beginning, but then as time goes by, as they patch it up, as they introduce more features, better rendering, etc., then it becomes better and better and better. But for right now, it's hard to review this game because it's not a finished product. It's a ongoing development, because this game, it's always being updated. I had a difficult time even reviewing the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 because it took 4 years for them to really implement all the features that we wanted. So same thing here. People have to be patient. You just have to wait till they patch everything, fix everything, add more features, add new rendering abilities through their data center to make it look more photorealistic. All of this will be implemented, but it will take some time, you know. Right now, it's a mixed bag. Yes, you could play it, and you should play it, but just remember, it will be a mixed bag for everyone. Okay, so there you have it. But there's a one game that I could easily say do not play, and it's easily recommended that you do not play it. And that one game, as Gordeski knows, it's called Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I could easily say do not play the game. Like, I have no hesitation or a problem to tell you right away, immediately, not to play Test Drive Unlimited. And for the love of God, do not buy it. Even if it's on sale, don't. Even if it's even if you see it $4.99, somehow you see it, oh my God, it's $4.99. Don't. No. But what if it's a 50 cents? If you like your high blood pressure, then give that 50 cents. If that's what you want. I like to keep my high blood pressure balanced. I don't want to raise my high blood pressure, you know. So if you want the high blood pressure, well then, you know, give that 50 cents. Listen, it is so hard. It is so hard, almost impossible and difficult to recommend Test Drive Unlimited. I don't know how I did the entire month of September and the first week of October, how I did 160 plus hours on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is beyond me. I still can't believe that I gave that game that many hours. It's still hard to believe that I did. Because looking at it now, I'm like, oh my God, man. But I was trying to be fair. You know, as a gamer, I like to give every game a benefit of a doubt. Same thing with the Stalker 2. I'm trying to give Stalker 2 a benefit of a doubt. You know, I try to do this with every game. I like to give every game a benefit of a doubt, you know, because that's what I do as a gamer. But I think I gave Test Drive Unlimited way too much benefit of a doubt. People are talking about, wait for the Ibiza. I don't think Ibiza will change anything. I know it's coming out on December 24th. And sure, I'll check it out to be fair. I will check it out, but don't expect much from Ibiza, okay? Don't expect much. And someone told me the other day, yeah, but Mr. 4K, what if Ibiza actually fixes everything and everything's great? Awesome. Great. It's about time. Great. I hope I'm wrong. You know, people think that I always want to be right. No, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they fix it. I hope they make it great so both me and Shuki can enjoy it. So we all can enjoy it. I hope they fix it. But the way they have been going about it so far, if you look at their trajectory from August, September, October, and now in November, you think something in December, something drastically will change? I don't think so. When the guy tells you, if you live in Canada and you want to play with somebody in France, that is not possible. That's it for me. When a developer tells me, if you live in Canada and you want to play with somebody in France, and we're in 2024, with a high-speed internet, everything's connected, and you telling me that's not possible, and we got Elon Musk with a Starlink and satellites, and when you tell me that's not possible, that's when I just walk away and say, all right, I'm done. I mean, and then you tell me you have the most advanced AI system put in place, and yet the AI is broken. You can't catch up to the AI. it always catches up to you. It's always faster than you, speed of light, you know. You have 259 hours on a Motor Town. Oh my God. That's a lot of hours. Yeah, but that's different. Motor Town, you know, it's a, you know, different breed. Different breed of racing games. This is Test Drive Unlimited. Man, I put 160 plus hours on Test Drive Unlimited. That is like, I'm still like struggling with that. Like, how did I accomplish that? 160 plus hours, man. It's crazy. 160 plus hours. Crazy. Well, anyway, Shuki, we'll see what happens. Look, I told everybody I will check it out December 24th. Why not? Christmas Eve. We'll see if Ibiza brings anything substantially great. But I wouldn't count on it. Okay? I would keep the expectations very low. Super low, very low. Keep your expectations way down low, super low. Same thing goes for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, December 8th. My expectations very low, because this has been a very crappy year for video gaming. All right, it really hasn't been a great year for video gaming. Like I said, there's maybe 2 games I could pick, and that would be, you know, Still Wakes the Deep and Batman Arkham Shadow. Those are like the 2 games that I would like pick out of this year. But everything else, it was just total disaster, man. Failure. And let's not even talk about the Concorde. Let's not even go there. You know, and then you got Dragon's Dogma 2. And then you got Justice League, Kill the Suicide Squad. Right? I mean, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. It would be nice to see it the other way around. It's a Justice League, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, right? And you look at all these other games that came out. You know, Hellblade 2 was okay. What else came out? Star Wars Outlaws. Like I said, it's been a pretty shitty year for, you know, for gaming. It's been a shitty year, you know. Right? It is what it is. 2025 hopefully will be better. We're only hoping, and it should be. But even with the Grand Theft Auto 6, before I go, even with the Grand Theft Auto 6, my expectations are very low. Well, how could you say that? It's a $2 billion video game. Yeah, well, it's not the first time that a AAA juggernaut game has disappointed me. All right? So, okay? You got to keep your... I don't think that will be the case because it's Rocksteady. I mean, not Rocksteady. I mean, it's Rockstar. It's Rockstar. Rockstar doesn't have a track record of releasing unfinished crappy games. They don't do that. They care about their reputation, and they would never release a game if they're not sure. Okay, they test everything, man. They're very obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, about that. And it's a good thing that they're OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, because they want to make sure that everything's done. They double check everything millions of times just to make sure. Hey, are you sure, John, Steve, Mike, David, Brian, are you sure that we fixed this, that it's working? Yeah, we did. No, we'll check it again. Check it again. And he goes, oh yeah, it's working. Okay, good. We are about 1 hour prior to the launch. Okay, check the updates. Make sure that all the updates codes are there. Double check again. So they're very specific, man. They're very OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. So I don't think that will be the case with the Grand Theft Auto 6 with Rockstar. But hey, you never know. It's a huge juggernaut. It's a huge undertaking, even for Rockstar. $2 billion. It is the biggest Grand Theft Auto of all time. This is the biggest juggernaut that they ever made. So, you know, it's always good to keep your expectations low. I know there's a lot of hype. There's so much hype behind Grand Theft Auto 6. I know that. But it's also important to keep your expectations way down low. Low, 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 low. All right, Shuki. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day, man. Tomorrow's a Shuki day. Little kitty, big city, man. Tomorrow, guys, we're celebrating a Shuki's anniversary. Thank you, Gordeski, man, for being here. Thank you, Jose. And everybody on the sidelines, remember, becoming a member is better. It's only $2, and you get to enjoy this conversation. You get to look. So what does $2 guarantee you? The $2 is guaranteeing you that you will have a good time. No one's going to disrespect you. No one's going to give you a hard time. No one's going to troll you. You're going to have a good time. And that's the whole idea here. So you can have a good time. If you're in a public chat, then you're going to have some troll. You're going to have some clown, some circus pick on you and tell you this, tell you that. And then I have to go in there. And then I have to be a moderator. And then instead of me focusing on a live stream playing a video game, then I have to focus being a moderator throughout the entire live stream. And then these clowns come in only for one reason and one reason only. And they come in to disrupt the live stream. That's what they want to do. That's what they do. And I don't want to give those clowns that pleasure to do that. And they will never have that pleasure to do that. The only way they can have that pleasure is if they become a member. But just remember, just because they become a member, that doesn't mean that I will not find out who they are. Once I find out who they are behind that membership, that's it. I don't care that they pay $2. Off they go into the 4K pyramid. Because when I'm done with someone, I'm done. You know, I'm not interested in the circus. I'm not interested in clowns. I don't welcome that. What I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to create a cool community of cool members like Jose, Gordeski, Andrew Guds, MGD Omega, Shinobi, Savage, Malik, right? This is the crew. Malik, Jose, Gordeski, Savage, Andrew, MGD Omega, Shadow Gamer. And there's few more, you know. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's the idea, is to create a cool community. You know, not to create a circus. Yes, I know if I create a circus and open the doors for the clowns to come in, sure, I can get more views. I can get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 views, and sure, it'll be a nice monetization. But guess what? You will not have a good time. Because the clowns are coming in with their fake bogus accounts, and they're bringing other clowns whose name I'm not going to mention here, and I know who they are, but I'm not going to give them a pleasure of acknowledgement. So I don't want to do that. You know, I'm smart enough, intelligent enough, but at the same time, I'm trying to create a cool experience here so you can enjoy it, so you can have a good time. So the $2 is guaranteeing you a good time, an enjoyable time, not a disruptive time. that's going to get your high blood pressure up and make you angry because some guy is calling you names and is getting into some kind of argument with you, and you guys are going back and forth, and then I have to intervene, I have to moderate, stop what I'm doing. That's not the fun that I want you guys to have. That I don't think you would consider that fun, right? It's not fun. So what I considered fun is this what we're doing right now is the VIP, the member. And that's what I want to do for you guys. That's what you get in return. That is the what's the word I'm trying to use? That's the benefit of $2 membership. You know. Hey, Savage. Sorry, man. You just came in at the last minute. But I have to wrap it up, man. I have to go. But you can check us out tomorrow, Savage. If you come a little bit early, if you can. And if you can't, you can watch it on demand. Tomorrow is the Shuki anniversary. Tomorrow we're doing a little kitty big city. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. And it's a anniversary for Shuki's passing. So we're doing that tomorrow. Anyway, I don't know how much you know. I don't know if you ever told him, Gardeski, about the Shuki, what Shuki is. But anyway, you can maybe tell him privately. But anyway, tomorrow I will explain who Shuki is and what Shuki is. And then, you know, Gardeski can tell you also more about Shuki as we're playing the game. So just in a short little segment here, Shuki, it's a cat, a black cat that Gardeski has adopted, and they had him for how many years? And he died on November 24th. So it's the anniversary. Tomorrow's the anniversary, November 24th. It's a very special day for Gardeski. That's why his name is Shuki Babeba. That's why he has a cat. That's why you see a cat on his profile. That's Shuki. And so tomorrow we're celebrating his passing on the 24th, which is tomorrow, November 24th. November 2021. So he passed away on 2021 of November 24th. Thank you, Gardeski. Thank you, Savage, for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know it's like the last minute, you know. But there's always tomorrow, man. And don't forget, you can watch this from the beginning. You can watch the on demand. You can fast forward and, you know, check the live stream. Yeah. Cool cat. I've seen all of his photos on the Instagram. You should follow him on Instagram, Savage. He's got all of the photos of Shuki there, man. Follow him on Instagram and you'll see all the photos of Shuki. Yeah. Oh, I love cats. I love dogs. I love animals, man. I love animals, period. Animals are so cool, man. One of the cool things about the animals is they will never judge you. They will never judge you. They will never tell you you're a bad person, you're this, you're that. They will never give you any judgment. They're just loyal and they're your friends. And that's why I also like John Wick, because John Wick likes his puppies. He likes his dogs, you know. So, and we have seen what happens when somebody messes with John Wick dog. It's not good. It's not good for anyone to mess with John Wick dogs, you know. I think that's been pretty much established now. You don't touch John Wick dogs. You don't touch John Wick's dogs, period. You don't even acknowledge his dogs. You don't even look at his dogs. Just go around. There's an ancient Egyptian lore about black cats being powerful beings. Yeah. There's a lot of worshipping of dogs and cats and other animals, throughout history. There's some significance about that. I have to look into that. I have to study more, search and go through like YouTube videos and watch some documentaries and podcasts, All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping there's some ladies on the sideline watching, I'm hoping there is. There may be one or two, There may be one or two sitting there on the sidelines and just wondering about this YouTuber, Well, don't wonder too much, because I'm a monolith. You can't figure me out, okay? And I'm sure there's some gentlemen out there watching as well. And as far as the flying monkeys, look, flying monkeys, you're there for a reason. I put you there for a reason. You're there for a reason. Hold on to those branches. Don't fall off of the tree. Keep on swinging from one tree to another. Have your gossip. Keep gossiping. Okay? All right. See you tomorrow, guys. Mañana, mañana, mañana. As they say in Spanish, mañana, mañana. Mañana. Is that like see you later? Or tomorrow? No, tomorrow, right? Mañana, mañana, mañana. Mañana, mañana. Yeah, it is mañana. Mañana. Tomorrow. Hey. It was like Tony Montana. Hey, man. Mañana, man. What's the matter with you, man? Tomorrow, man. Hey. Mañana, man. Tomorrow, man. Don't give me that look, man. I said mañana, man. Tomorrow. I don't care, man. I said tomorrow, man. Mañana. Hey, man. Do you know what you looked at me, man? You looked at me, man, like you swallowed an octopus, man. You got the tentacles coming out of your fucking ears, man. Look at you, man. So tomorrow, man. Mañana, man. Tomorrow. Hey, pendejo. I said tomorrow. Mañana. Mañana. See you tomorrow. Mañana. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Don't get me started with Tony Montana, man. Otherwise, we'll be here till midnight. All right. All right. We have to be, monetized. We can't bring it unless we're sponsored by someone, and then. But if Montana comes in, Tony Montana, then I get demonetized very easily. So I can't bring Tony Montana. I want to keep my monetization on. You know what I mean? Otherwise, Tony Montana is not suitable for advertisers. Anyway. Mañana. Tomorrow.